Hey guys, this is Johnny Lopez Lawn Tree here. Do a quick video. So this is our little excavator we rented. We also rented the trailer to go with it. I've got the dump trailer, but that's pretty high and a little sketchy, so I didn't want to take any chance. This is a tilt. Really like this tilt bed. So we're looking at probably eventually investing in like an 18-footer that tilts for. That way we don't, I mean, it only was like $70 to rent the trailer, but still, we got it all weekend. But there's the Bobcat we rented. Let me get the keys out and we'll get it started. And I will get you guys some footage from what we did Friday with it. But it's a Bobcat, I think E35. Pretty nice. Got some thumb attachment on there. That's why we got this one, because it had the thumb attachment. We were using it to yank limbs and stuff out, or trees and bushes and all that junk. And I tell you guys that doing it that way, there's the, you just unhook it there. But using one of these, I think this was 3E80. Looks like the hose is leaking right there. I don't know. I don't remember it. Who knows? Have to look at that. And then this back end right here, this is what I like. It's got this blade here, so we use that for like a lot of leveling and stuff like that. So when we're digging that stuff, we can come back with that and push the dirt back in. But man, overall, nice little machine. I'd love to have one of these, but right now I could not even justify buying one. This hose got me kind of concerned here. I don't ever remember it leaking. On the video, when you watch it, you'll notice that I'm busting up the top of these brushes because that's what I was afraid. I didn't want to pinch, but surely those little bushes couldn't have done that. Probably was already leaking. Okay. Well, let's go check the inside of this thing out. So this is the cabless one. So there's your controls. Get the key and get it started. See how many hours I got on it. It had I think when I got done, I only put 5 hours on it. I only burned a quarter tank of fuel. 4 hours. Well, it was at 1341, and I'm at 1345.7. So I still got quite a bit of hours left on it. First of all, we'll raise this. GoPro, stop recording. Alright guys, I was actually trying to level this out real quick, and look what I found. Yeah, my son grinded the stump down. There used to be a tree right here. If you look back at some of my videos, big old mulberry tree. Pull that one out first, and look at this sucker. Look at the root on this sucker. See that? You can see it goes from there all the way to there when I got it out. So here in a little bit we're gonna have a little family fun on Easter, and we don't go nowhere. We don't have big parties, and our family is us, my wife and my 5 kids, and that's it. So it's always us together. So we're gonna jump on this excavator here in a little bit with the kiddos, and let my older boy get on it too. We'll smooth this all out and get it out, put it over here, and get ready to haul it off. That is one huge root. Wow, that thing's massive too. That's my foot. I wear size 12. It's almost 12 inches across almost. So guys, let's talk about renting versus owning. Okay, we're looking at getting into some bigger equipment like this right here, mini skid steer, and the bigger skid steer. And this is my opinion only, guys. Do not buy anything until it is justified. And what do I mean by that? This is what I mean. I see too many people starting a business, goes out and buy one of these. I think these are about 50, 60,000. Some skid steers, 100 grand. They're gonna start a business, and they go out there and they get all brand new equipment. Great. One problem is that they ain't got the work to justify it. This thing's less than $400. There's no maintenance. There's no oil changes besides the fuel that you burn in it. That's all you're going to spend. And you get a weekly raise, even better. It's less than $400 a day. I got it for the weekend, Friday. I can only put 8 hours on it, but $400. So when you guys go out there and buy this equipment, you ain't got the work to justify it. I see too many of them brand new skid steers, 30, 40 hours for sale. Decide to go a different route. Hell no, you didn't decide to go a different route. You just brought a $100,000 machine. You just can't change your mind. Say, oh, I don't think I want to do this anymore. You're selling it because you don't have the work. That's just it. Rent these machines. They're cheap. You rent them, and you rent them until renting is no more justified, where you're sitting and telling yourself it is cheaper now to buy one than it is to rent. And that tells you that you got tons of work. Man, I try to make these videos to help guys out. I've been in business for a long time. Haven't been in the big equipment. We're getting into it, but like I said, we won't buy anything. Maybe we may buy a mini skid steer, and that won't be till about the end of the year, maybe. And I'd have to justify that. I don't think so, but eventually I like to move on to equipment like this. But I won't buy anything until, like I said, it makes sense to buy one compared to renting, and that takes a lot of work, guys. And the thing about renting is what a lot of people don't understand is you may need one this size. Like I needed one with a thumb, so I had to get this size, the E35, the Bobcat. A couple years ago I rented one. I didn't need one this big. I needed a small, tiny. They got a real tiny little one. That's what I use. Worked perfect. And that's the beauty of renting, is that you don't have to get yourself financially in debt for anything. You just go out there, pick what you need, you rent it, get the job done, and you go. I know a lot of guys, they sit there and they want to be cool. Oh yeah, I own this. This is my equipment. Well, hooray to you. But if you're not out there using it every single damn day, you're losing money. And so my advice to you guys is, if you're going to get into this kind of equipment, go out there and rent it, and continue to rent it until, like I said, it don't make no sense to rent no more. It's cheaper for you to buy one than it is to rent. And when you get to that point, you may ask, well, what does that mean? You'll know when you get to that point. That's just like with my weed control, my sprayer, 15 grand, steel green. I sprayed for 4 years, over 4 years. I wanted one of those probably my second year. I said, man, that'd be nice to have. And I said, no, I can't justify. I didn't have enough customers. Just couldn't do it. And then finally, when we ordered it, I looked down and put it pen to paper, and I looked at it and it made sense. I said, I could have this thing paid off in the first season with the customers I got now. And we gain customers every year. We get more and more and more. But with what I had already, existing yearly commercial counts that I had, customers or residential, it made sense that I could pay that off in about 3 months. So that's what we did. We brought it, and best investment I made. I mean, I make a lot of money off of it. I go out a day and make over $1,000 easy. And I'm not working 20 hours, or you're talking 4 or 5 hours. I'm already over $1,000 easy. The other morning I went and sprayed, and we did 5 accounts, and it was $1,450 for 5 accounts. Now, granted, 3 of them we did a weed and feed, so you know that tells you, but still. And I was done in a few hours, and I made that much money. These machines here make a lot of money too, but you need to make sure you're playing it smart. So, like I said, man, just be smart about it before you go buy something like this. Make sure you got the work to justify it, and you know what you're doing, because these things are no joke when it comes to how much they cost, and they're getting even more expensive. We looked at the Bobcat. What we're looking at is the Bobcat MT100. A little over 30 grand for a brand new one, and if you can get one, and you got to order it, and they're on back order and all that crap. So just remember that, guys. It is cheaper to rent these things. And you know, we got a video we're going to be doing here pretty soon. We're going to be doing a land clearing, and we're going to rent one of these, and we're going to rent a skid steer, and a big one, not a mini. We're going to get the big sit down with the cab and all that. The next one we get to this, it'll have the glass cab, because I want the air conditioner and all that, because it's going to be real dusty where we're going to be clearing out of. But yeah, man, it just don't go out and buy these things. It don't make no sense until you got the work to justify it. Like I said, I see too many of you guys out there, and then I see all these new equipment on Facebook Marketplace, brand new, 15, 25 hours. And then what happens is you can't sell it, or you do sell it, you take such a huge hit, and then if you got it out on credit or your bank, you don't sell it, they're coming back and getting it and ruin your credit and all that. And that's the same thing with lawn equipment. I've told y'all the same story. Don't go out there buying these $15,000 commercial mowers. Go out there to Home Depot, whatever you got to do, start cheap, because you don't know if you're going to make it or not. And that's just the way it is. I mean, it's the hard cold truth, you know. Too many guys, same thing. They go out there, they buy a $150,000 rig just to go mow, and ain't never mowed a day in their life. And in 2 months, they're on Facebook. And I know it. I brought a lot of equipment off a guy that did that from the city. He went out, he was a school teacher or something. Decided he was going to get in lawn care because he mowed 5 extra yards on the afternoons. That's all he had was 5 accounts, and he was mowing. He was like, well, that's pretty good business. So he went and brought the whole shebang, and a little over 100 grand. He was telling me. I ended up buying his brand new 16-foot landscape trailer, 4-foot walls, Dexter axles, nice trailer. Bought that. 2 pole saws, backpack blower. I think it was 2 weed eaters, commercial. All grade A stuff. He had good stuff. Brand new. Brand spanking new, hadn't even really been used. 2 Honda commercial mowers, and I think for the trailer, all that, I gave about, I think it was $3,500 is what I gave him. Just the trailer alone was $4,000 brand new, and he had all the receipts for it, so don't say it was stolen. He gave me all his credit card receipts and said he went out there and decided that wasn't for him. He didn't like it, and so he's selling all his equipment. And so that's what's going to happen to you guys. So just be smart about it. Great business to get in, but get in it being smart. My wife just pulled up. We got some brisket. We just pulled off the smoker. There's my other trailer. I got the mowers on. I'll have to show that to you another day and go through it, show you the setup. But anyways, guys, I hope everyone has a good Easter. These machines are badass. Love them. Fun to play on. And like I said, if you're going to get into it, rent them first. And then once you got the business and you're making the money, then go buy one. Well, you guys have a good, safe Easter. Tomorrow I'll be posting another video. We're going to do a video every day. We'll see how that works out for us. So we'll talk to y'all later.